The opinions expressed on this program are those of the program hosts and guests and are not necessarily those of WSTU. WSTU does not endorse products that may be mentioned. Any reproduction or retransmission of this broadcast is strictly prohibited without written consent of WSTU. It's time for Martin County Movers and Shakers. And now, here's your host.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to Martin County Movers and Shakers. I'm your happy hostess with the mostest, Anna Valencia Tillery. And of course, we would love to give a big shout out to White Glove Moving and Storage, interstate agent with Beacons Van Lines, for helping to make this broadcast possible each and every week, where we bring to life a number of the events and charities throughout our amazing community, as well as do in-depth interviews and give folks a little bit of the backstory on some amazing organizations and businesses that we have throughout the Treasure Coast. So today I'm very excited to introduce everyone to the Power Lunch Bunch. This is a group that yours truly has been frequenting for a number of years. It's an incredibly welcoming group that is strictly for the ladies and full of fun and goodwill. So here in the studio, we have Tracy House. She's a board member with the Power Lunch and has been for a long time. You've been there since the beginning, right?
Yep, I was there since day one with Ann Schaefer.
Now, Ann Schaefer, I'm sure a lot of our listeners recognize the name. Let's do a little backstory, but first highlight the fact that any ladies listening that think that they might be interested, there is an opportunity to register online, as it's always the last Thursday of the month.
Correct.
Okay, so now let's go into a little bit of the backstory that brought to life such a great group.
Well, Ann Schaefer came up with a brainstorm to actually do this group. We did, she had 10 women who came to the first luncheon. We met at 11 Maple Street for lunch.
Oh, that was a fancy restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah, they closed down for lunch, and we had beautiful salads. And Nina Perini is the owner of 11 Maple Street and really thought that this was a great opportunity for women to get together and start promoting their businesses.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
And now our numbers are like up into the 70s. So, my, how we have grown.
Oh, yeah. We register, I think, 90 people a month, and 80 people actually show.
That is outstanding.
Correct.
Okay. So Ann is now in a completely different point in her life, yet the show goes on. Let's talk a little bit about our modern day committee for the Power Lunch and how it works.
Okay, I think there's 10 or 12 of us on the committee. Each one has a specific role. Like we have hostesses. Jamie Burns and I actually do the front desk. Renee runs and oversees the whole thing. And then you have Benet and Ildiko. Ildiko does the
prizes,
the door prizes.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest are hostesses. So it's a fabulous afternoon.
It really is. And currently, we enjoy a great lunch in a private space at the Dolphin Bar.
Correct.
In Jensen Beach.
Yep. We have moved from 11 Maple Street to Crawdaddy's to we were at the Dolphin doing regular lunches way back when. And Ann said that they could not provide, I think it was 50 lunches at the time. So we moved from there and went over to Eagle Marsh, and we've been all over the community. We finally have found a space again back at the Dolphin who holds 80 people, and we just do the salad bar. So everybody can get in, get their salads, and be seated and move on.
Right. And what's really great about the Dolphin Bar, not just the view,
right,
and not just the impressive salad bar spread, it is the ability to have the different groupings at the tables where now you're sitting there, you are enjoying a lunch together, and you're able to engage, learn people's name, and learn a little bit more about what it is they do for their cause or for their business, or even just a singular event.
Correct. It's you get to choose where you sit. Obviously, you can either sit with your friends and catch up, or you can network and actually get to know new people. So you get to do both.
Yeah.
And then before the luncheon actually starts, we have networking for about 45 minutes. So there's a lot of networking in between before it even starts that people can get to know each other and find out what everybody does and see how we can use each other.
And that is so valuable because I am truly, and representing White Glove Moving and Storage, we're going into people's homes. We're handling their prized possessions, things that are
Correct.
incredibly sentimental. And I believe in my core that one of the number one ways that we are referred is through that relationship building.
Correct.
And when you're able to come to an event like this, you really do get, it's not rushed. It's not incredibly regimented. There is a portion where it is time so that we can get all of these amazing ladies through the experience. However, it really does allow you to set time up afterwards to have coffee or meet outside of it in addition to. So upon check-in, there's an opportunity to drop in your business card.
Correct.
There's an opportunity to purchase some 50/50 tickets
Yep.
because all of us ladies are feeling lucky. And then, of course, once you go in, those business cards that you drop is for an opportunity to win prizes that are delved out after everyone gets a chance to do a commercial.
Right. There's that. And also the speaker gets all the business cards in order to follow up with people who have contacted her after she does the speech for the month.
Okay, so now let's go into that because I'm really excited to be the sponsor for April. So again, it's always the last Thursday of the month. So April 25th will be our next luncheon, and I'm certain sold out. It does sell out, a week or two into it. So it is important to be proactive. And of course, the website, may we rattle that off for our listeners?
It is womenspowerlunch.biz.
And again, you can find the Power Lunch on Facebook and link from there as well. You can reserve right online. You can pay right online. So anyhow, so the sponsor gets 5 minutes to really do their part in educating all of the wonderful ladies about the services. So at White Glove, we've sponsored almost every year since we've been active. And another thing that I've always felt is really impressive about what the ladies can do is all these ladies have big hearts.
Correct.
And when we put out a message or a call to action, more times than not, we are stepping up to the plate and accepting that challenge. Like, for example, White Glove hosts a food drive in the summer and a food drive at the holidays. And the Power Lunch has always said, let's make it a contest.
Right.
Let's challenge the ladies to bring some non-perishable food items. And I'm telling you, I have never walked out of the event with less than 5 full moving boxes of amazingly donated, awesome non-perishable items.
Correct. We've done that. We've also done diaper drives and formula drives. We've also done just like Rena with Elevate Hope gave
Such
us
a great
her story.
organization.
Yeah, she did a phenomenal job, and then we ended up taking a collection right on the spot. I think it was $200 or $300 that we got right on the spot.
Bam, right there.
Yep.
I did $10. I got my mug. I got my mug.
Yeah, we did a phenomenal job. It's like you said, it's all women who work together, and we lift people up and don't backstab and don't pull people down. So that's why this is such a great group.
I agree. And the cost is nominal. There's no annual overhead.
Nope. It's $20 to come and eat lunch with us. If you want to get in the directory, it's $35 for the year.
I'm in the directory. I love it. You get a picture. You get to include your website, all your contact information.
Correct. It's a great source for people.
It really is, because you can't always remember people's names.
Correct.
Like you can remember their face. Like, that's the gal that I wanted to chat with about cosmetics or about her spa or what have you. And then the opportunity to sponsor also helps underwrite some of the initiatives for the Power Lunch. What is the sponsorship rate?
We do the membership directory. We do the lunches or the speaker. We do annual happy hours. We do it 3 times a year. We actually do happy hours. So
that's right.
You can sponsor the happy hour.
And you can bring your hubby or partner.
Correct. Yeah. That's when the guys can come into the picture.
Right. So we let them come play with us every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
Yes. And so as a sponsor, I believe it's like $125 and you get that 5 minutes of fame. And you get the opportunity to really engage. Yet all of those monies at the end helps to do something really great at the holiday time, right?
Correct. We do a Christmas party for the kids in the community. We sponsor with Hibiscus House, Jensen Beach Elementary, I believe is there, Felix Williams, and then House of Hope kids come for our actual Christmas party. And we do gifts. They get a lot. They get gifts, and then a bag of gifts actually is not just a gift. And then they get stockings filled with stuff. And then we give them dinner, which is usually chicken nuggets and mac and cheese and ice cream
sounds
sundaes.
delicious
And
right about now.
I know, isn't that it's comfort food? It's fabulous. So it's really fun, and the women. It takes several weeks, about a month to pull it all together.
Oh
and
yeah.
we go to Renee's house, and because we collect from the women's club or the women's power lunch, people bring in toys and gifts for that, and then we go and we divide it up according to age groups.
It's just outstanding because
it is.
I know the holidays it can be a very sensitive time, and for these kids that are in need of just that extra little love and attention, it's amazing what that can do to put a smile on their face and take them into the new year with a fresh start.
I know it makes a world of difference. We also have Santa Claus, which comes in and
but of course
gives
we
out
do
the presents. And
yes,
we have Evie, who's our elf. She does fabulous in her elf costume, so it's a lot of fun to do.
Yeah,
and it's something to look forward to at the end of the year.
That's right. And again, all hands on deck from the committee
Correct.
To the ladies in attendance, just doing their part to. Just buying the lunch already is doing something to help
Correct.
in that initiative, and not to mention the things that we can bring with us when there's a call to action put out, which is really exciting. So the Power Lunch has been around since when?
It has been around since 2000, I believe 2010, 2011. We're coming up on our 20th anniversary.
I love it.
In 2020, we are planning a big bash for that. We have several activities which are in the process of being planned.
Okay.
We have there's about a committee of 8 or 9 on the actual committee list.
Oh, wonderful.
So look forward to what we're going to present in 2020.
Oh my goodness.
I know we're already starting to work on it. It's kind of scary.
Right? It's like, we blink and here we are at the end of the month. It's just crazy.
Exactly.
And I know that the Power Lunch for me personally, has brought about a lot of friendships, not just business relationships. I mean, honest friendships where we go for lunch and outside of the group, we keep up and ask each other about our families and the like. What is it that made you, Tracy, say, I love this group. I want to step up and be on the board? What spoke to you?
Well, like you said, it's a woman's family, and everybody has each other's back. So throughout the years, I've been on the first day that this started, which was just yesterday.
That's right.
I know, but it's been a journey. It's been through a lot, and it's built, and it's been a great part. It's been great to be part of it.
I agree. Now, also at the luncheon is an opportunity for vendors.
Correct.
Let's talk a little bit about that for our listeners.
You can go ahead and request to be a vendor. I think we have 2 vendors at each lunch. I don't remember what the cost is. I think it's $25 or $50.
Yeah, it's very reasonable.
It's very reasonable. And you get to bring all your wares in and actually show. And then, of course, the women will buy a lot of the stuff. I know that Bev Beaushop, who does her so-and-so who needs to know, has her best there, and they it's been interesting.
I have one of those. I was so excited. I won it actually as a prize, and it was red, white, and blue, and I won it last year before going to Nashville for the 4th of July. I was by far the most patriotic gal out on the streets of Nashville, folks, and it really is quite the VersaVest. I mean, you can tie it and make it curvature around your body. You can keep it open and flowy. I mean, she's really quite talented. And I love being able to go a little bit early and take a peek at the different jewelries or the lotions or whatever it is that the vendors choose to bring. And you can customize your space however you wish, so you best showcase all of your items.
Correct.
Mhm.
It's really exciting. I know Don Freyer has had her jewelry there
Oh, yeah.
from Premier Jewelry, and she's been there a lot too. So it's always fun to see who's going to be there next month.
I agree. It's a wonderful way, because so many times in our commercials, which are 20 seconds, by the way. So if you're thinking like, okay, I like this idea of the lunch, but I don't like public speaking, we understand.
Correct.
You can always just bring visuals, but it's 20 seconds. 20 seconds goes very quickly. And we do have a timer, and she is very accurate. She rings the bell, our sweet Debbie. Though it does give you a chance to say, oh, this is what I do, and present. And I always like taking tips from other gals that get up there, and I love the one that does a magazine. She's like, I'll make you a centerfold. And she opens it up. I mean, that's just hilarious, people.
Yep. Everybody has their little gig. And then we also do testimonials at the end.
And I think that that's an incredibly powerful tool to the ladies' lunch, because we can always talk about how amazing we are ourselves.
Right.
Yet it means so much when someone can get up and speak and attest to our services.
Right. And also, if you're looking for somebody, you have right there, they're attesting to the services. So why not use that person?
Right. I mean, you have credibility at that point, and you know that the job or whatever it is going to be done right.
Correct.
Yeah.
All the time.
It really is such a valuable. I've always thought, and I'm always giving a testimonial, honestly. Like I love doing business in the room with those ladies. Yet I think it's important to stress too that you might not always do business with somebody in that room, but it might be who they talk to later that evening over a glass of wine or over dinner or even at a school function, where they say, oh, you needed a moving company? I met this gal at the luncheon. Give her a call. It could be just that simple. So you never know how many layers it has.
It's correct. It's all about networking and who you know and who you're going to recommend.
So we've been going on almost 20 years. That's incredible.
It is. I can't believe we've been there 20 years. I remember the first lunch. So at 11 Maple Street, and we were all excited to be at 11 Maple Street.
Rightfully so.
Place.
Yeah. I mean, those are bragging rights in and of itself.
Absolutely.
So let's recap a little bit for our listeners, because we did cover a lot of information. So it's always the last Thursday of the month.
Yes, last Thursday.
And the Power Lunch is hosted at the Dolphin Bar there in Jensen Beach on beautiful Indian River Drive.
At the Dolphin Bar, and we start at 11, but lunch actually starts at 11:45, so you can get there anytime you want. If you want to network a lot, then come at 11. If you just have a couple people to talk to, then come at 11:30.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes our schedules get away from us. Sometimes traffic is not the kindest.
No.
But just know that there is that window, that wonderful window to be able to get in. And then you make yourself a delicious lunch. You can peruse the table on your way in or out of the room of all of the flyers, cards, and information of the ladies that choose to bring something.
That's correct. And the speaker actually gets to put stuff on the table, each individual table. So we have a table with everybody's stuff on, and then we have the individual tables where people sit at, where you actually get to put your information.
Absolutely, which I will be doing as Wycliffe Moving and Storage, the proud underwriter of Martin County Movers and Shakers. And I mean, honestly, this room of ladies is just jam-packed with great movers and shakers.
It is.
Yeah. And then once you sit down to eat lunch and meet the ladies at your table, the program begins. We go over some of the house rules, and then the speaker goes on, and then every lady gets the opportunity to do their own commercial.
Absolutely. And like you said, it's 20 seconds. Debbie's on that timer, and she cuts you off.
Right? So be punctual, be precise, know what point you want to get across. 20 seconds isn't a lot of time. I always suggest to the ladies, focus on something. If you're doing a particular promotion or some sort of initiative, make that be your focus for the 20 seconds. You don't need to tell everybody everything in your bag of tricks because you'll simply run out of time.
Exactly.
And at a certain point, the ladies stop listening once the bell is ringing. I'm sure of it. I'm sure. Be courteous. And then once everyone gets through that and snaps their little picture, we go on to do the testimonials, right?
Yes, 20 seconds for the testimonials. They'll go around the room, and we'll usually have about 30 of them.
At least.
Yep. It's amazing how many people have used each other's services within the area.
Very true. And then we do prizes. And the thing I love so much about prizes, and a lot of the ladies have grasped the concept, is that could be, if you're representing a business, an opportunity to have your business promoted yet again. And Ildiko does a great job of remembering what we all do. It's like
she remembers everybody's taglines,
right? It's very fun. And it brings it to life. And so those prizes are then drawn by the business card. So it's important to bring your business cards. If you have a name tag, it's important to wear your name tag.
Wear your name tag. If not, we have little paper name tags there for you.
Oh, that's right. You sure do. Cover all the bases. These ladies are very prepared. And then you get the chance. I mean, I love, so you go, you make some connections, and then more times than not, you're walking out with a bonus prize.
Exactly. Probably about 50% of the people actually bring door prizes. So there's a lot that actually is given out. And like you said, it's a chance to actually promote your business one more time.
That's right. And then we break, but you don't have to leave right away. You're welcome to connect. And, once you hear those commercials, I always suggest make some notes of the ladies that you think, oh, this is somebody I should connect with. I think that we could refer business back and forth, or I think that I could help her with any of the needs she addressed. And that's an important strategy.
Oh, always. I always look at who can I help out? Because, once you help them out, then they'll refer you to somebody else. They don't.
Yeah. It's so true. So true. And then, of course, if after the event has passed and weeks later something triggers and you say, I want to see that person. Oh, I remember I met somebody at the luncheon. I'm going to find this lady. There's an online directory.
Correct. For $35 a month. Or no, it's a year.
Whole year.
It's a whole year for $35
for the whole year.
Yep, there's the directory. So we've really been promoting that because so often Renee or Jamie or I'll get a phone call and say, who was this woman who was here? I can't remember her name.
Oh, sure.
Like, go on the directory and look for her picture. So it's a valuable tool.
It really is. And we have a very active Facebook page.
Yes, we do. So I think there's 8 or 9 administrators on that. So it's kept up to date all the time. And we're promoting everybody's businesses when they have a great event that they're doing. It's always on the Facebook.
Yeah. And that's, again, on Facebook is under Power Lunch. We also do a featured directory member of the month. So it's just an additional bonus to that $35 annual investment to be able to, hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. This could be my lucky month. Things are going pretty well so far in April. Where then, bam, you're featured every week for the entire month, your business, your headshot, all of those good things.
Yes, it's like you said, it's another valuable tool in order to just get that word out there one more time. It takes 7 contacts in order for your business to actually move. So
yeah, I heard that. I did a great seminar this week with the Florida Public Relations Association, and they said, you should always thank somebody 7 times, or it takes 7 times to be remembered.
Correct.
So that's very true and very important to highlight.
Yep.
So again, our upcoming lunch, sponsored by White Glove Moving and Storage for the Women's Power Lunch Bunch, is going to be on April 25th. It's always the last Thursday of the month. It's important to register early.
You have to register early. We usually sell out with 2 or 3 days after we open registration.
So lickety split, get on there. If you think that this is a great fit for you, you're welcome to reach out to any of the ladies via the Facebook page, via the website. They're so intelligent and so quick to help. They want to make sure that you feel welcome. It is a great group. I've been going for years. I started when it was at the Eagle Marsh.
Oh, did you? Okay.
And we've been going strong ever since. White Glove Moving and Storage, again, a huge community partner, always free estimates, whether you're moving locally or nationwide. We would love to be able to help with the heavy lifting. We do as much or as little as you need. We can do all the packing or just do things a la carte. Even if you're going to drive cross country, we'll help you load your own rented truck. So again, White Glove Moving and Storage, we are community partners, and we're so proud to be a part of the Power Lunch.
Thank you for having us today.
Tracy, you are just wonderful. We love seeing you, and I will be back to see you on the 25th.
I will look forward to it.
Until next week, folks. Cheers.